people, have you
Yes.
got one of those little messages where you were able to get your cash reward, and then the quarter ended, you got your cash reward, and then you got another notification saying, hey, if you requalify by the end
May
of
1.
October for the Uber
May
Pro,
1. Yeah.
then you will be able to get more money
Yeah.
for maybe a second round. How
Yeah.
many people got that? Put it in chat right now. Let us
Yeah,
know.
please.
Let us know.
This is important. Like, I'm doing a huge investigation on this. You guys can help me out with this. This is very important. This is from a very close friend of the channel who's in Florida. I don't think he's here. So as we all know, Uber Pro issued this one time, and we know it said one time when they first issued it. It
Yep.
said one time that if you qualify from platinum to diamond, you will get this extra. It ranged actually from $350 to $600. I had a $600 one. This is the original screenshots that we showed, right? So
Yep.
diamond rewards coming 11/11. In fact, a lot of people qualified, and Uber only paid partial. And I had like 100 emails saying, Sergio, they only paid me partial. But there was a glitch supposedly, and everybody got paid 2-3 days later. Everybody was made whole. The same gentleman who had the 475 had 475. Initially, they paid him I think 300, and then they paid him the 175. Okay. Now William Damascus says, I got it. Okay, I need you to email me Sergio at the RideShare. So whoever did not
Yep.
get this the second time around, because after that was over, we got this screenshot in our apps saying that, well, great, you made your, diamond, and if you requalify for diamond, meaning stay diamond another quarter, we'll send you the money again. It was clear as day, right? So
Yep.
there's the
But
screenshot that's
but
gonna.
yeah, but again, this is one thing where I always say read the fine print, no matter what.
Okay.
Always read the fine print, because if you look, this is the original one that we had posted back. I don't know,
Yes, it
late
says one
October,
time
early
only.
November, whatever it was. If you
Yes.
look at that, there's the one screenshot in the fine print. It says cash requalify for diamond status by October 31st, 2023, and get a cash reward. Then there's this little one right next to reward to denote that there is a note there, which means there's fine print. So they need to clarify more. So it says to receive a cash reward, you must achieve or requalify for diamond status in one Uber Pro program period and maintain such status until the end of the program period by October 31st, 2023. We had some questions there. We figured it out. But then it says reward will be given in a program period after diamond status is achieved. Now, this is where you need to continue reading the fine print, because there is more. It says one time only as Uber tests this new offering.
Yes.
So it says right there, one time only.
Yes.
And then it says last amount may vary. And that's where you were saying it was from 350 to 600. So again, this is something that it definitely threw everybody off, because everybody was like, oh, they must have changed that. But the thing is, that's what we said when this was starting to happen. And that was that take it with a grain of salt, because who knows if they're going to pay out this time around or not if you've got it for a second time. And this is exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We in fact, I mean, you're right. We in fact did a video. We talked about it when it showed up in my app the second time, saying that, oh, if you requalify again, we'll give you another fucking $600. And I remember, and I actually went back and watched the video, Chris, saying that, people be careful. What you read is what you may not get. So, but sure enough, look, man, I'm sure a lot of drivers got the same screenshot, which I did, and it's on the screenshot that we're going to show you, saying that requalified again, get another 475 on May 1st. I mean, it's right there. Okay. Achieve like a pro, requalify for diamond, and this guy was already diamond. He didn't have to requalify. All he had to do was stay diamond. And it says get 475, which was the same 475 he got the first time. And it had to be done by May 1. It says clearly right there, require. So requalify for and maintain Uber Pro Diamond status this period to get 475 in cash, paid within a week of May 1. Well, this gentleman read this, I'm telling you, this, if I read this, after qualifying the first time and taking my 475, first of all, what's the purpose of you sending me this? I already got my 475. I'm done. If it was one time, you shouldn't even be sending me this, because your system should know that I did it and I took your 475 and I'm done. This to me, after you
This
send
is
it,
another reason why you take screenshots too.
yeah, then this gentleman did. This gentleman does, and
Yep.
and then he does his, he stays diamond, right? And sure enough, he gets into it on May 1, May 2nd, and then it's in the letter. I can read it to you guys, but in order not to extend this too long, what happened is that he did not get paid on May 1. And he went back and forth saying that, look, this is the screenshot. You told me if I requalify or stay diamond, I'm going to get another 475. Because there was no asterisk in this, by the way. It was the way it is. And he didn't get 475. So then, if you can go back one page, Chris, because I'm not going to read that part. Yeah, right there. So this is his thing going to Uber support, by the way. In my 8 years and over 8,000 deliveries and trips with Uber, there are a few things I know about Uber. One, you're a predatory and exploitative company that counts on the ignorance and financial desperation of their drivers. Luckily, I'm not one of them. Two, you worship only one thing, the almighty dollar. Three, Uber never does the right thing. Knowing this allows me to still plan my business, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he's a businessman. We know that. His name is Jeff. One, in October 2022, I get my first offer 475 to maintain the diamond status from November 1 to January 31. I met the criteria and was paid incorrectly at first, like I said, and that was a pleasant surprise. On February 2nd, 2023, I received the offer that is in the chain of this conversation, which we show the screenshots for, offering yet another 475. I maintained the diamond from February 1, 2023 to April 30, 2023. I accomplished that. Three, on May 1, I'm sending you my first request for my 475. On May 3rd at 6:13 p.m., I asked again. And then we have the screenshots of the conversation. So this guy put it in chronological order, his requests of getting paid the second 475, right? And ultimately, Ubers came back to him and say, oh, you misunderstood. It was a mistake. That was only one time. But we'll give you $25 out of the goodness of our heart. And here's the email. His name is Jeff. Thank you, Ezra Nigasi. Much appreciated. My promotion or guarantees was wrong. Okay, yeah. He goes, hi, Jeffrey. This is Bob, one of the supervisors from Uber Support. Thanks for reaching out. And I'm sorry for the confusion. There is always some confusion on the driver's side. If there was no confusion on the Uber side, Uber, and you didn't send this guy the second time around, the in-app, and I have the same screenshot, by the way, that, you can requalify again, get another 475, because that's exactly what that looks like. Talk about bait and switch and carrot and stick bullshit that you guys pull. Well, this guy fell for it and did it, and now he's asking for his justifiable 475. Uber Pro Cash Award is a one-of-a-kind, not one time, one-of-a-kind loyalty incentive for drivers. Upon checking your account, I have noticed that you are able to receive the one-time Uber Pro Cash incentive reward. Yeah, then why the F did you send the guy the second time in the app saying that requalify and get 475 without an asterisk? But anyway, I think there's a huge problem here. You're unable to receive another reward once you have received your Uber Pro Cash reward. I understand this is important, so we're going to put, and then the guy says, take your 25. Jeff said, take your 25 and take it back out of my account, please. You can shove it up your you-know-what. Now, how many people are in this situation, seeing the second screenshot, doing or staying diamond, keeping diamond, this screenshot right here in the middle, which I have on my app, and this is this gentleman's screenshot. It says, achieve like a pro. This is from February 2nd, after he finished the first reward period. Requalify for and maintain Uber Pro Diamond status. That period to get 475 in cash paid within a week of May 1. It even says, because the next Uber Pro period ends in April 30th, and you got within a week of May 1. If this does not say that you'll requalify again or stay diamond. We're going to pay you another $475. Then I don't know any English. Now, I'm an immigrant. My English is not as good as the professor, probably. But from what I understand, my comprehension is decent. What do you see in this, Chris? Do you see this says that, or what do you see? I mean, I'm asking your opinion.
I see money and I want my money.
I see money too, yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's really what it comes down to. You see that and you're going to expect, oh, I can get it again, requalify. But I mean, yeah, beyond that, it's like, what else would you expect?
Well, I know this thing. If look, there are 2.5 million Uber drivers in the country. I'm pretty sure half of them are diamond or better, just like the Sunshine Man is. Well, actually, Sunshine Man is not diamond, but that's not the point. Here's the deal: if half a quarter of the 2.5 million drivers took this bait and stayed diamond and did more trips just to qualify for a diamond to get the extra 475, that's 500,000 drivers times $500 on average, let's say. That's $250 million. That's a lot of money. Where's the money? And you know what? I'm not going to call this, but I'm investigating this, and I need all the emails you guys can send me with the same screenshot that you were promised another 475 without a disclaimer if you stayed diamond and you did not get paid. If you did not get paid, please email me, Sergio@RideShareGuy.com, because I'm working on this. 1. 2, FYI, this is right after the earnings report that came out. Now, Uber has very convoluted earnings report, and it shows all the incentives are under sales and marketing expenses. I checked the last quarter; they were close to $200 million lower in sales and marketing. I'll bet you this quarter, if they did not pay 500 people the average $500, that's another 250 million. I'm not saying they're cooking the books, but we're going to look into this. Now, I need all the emails, all the proof that you guys received the same screenshot, and Uber came back to you with the same email saying that, oh, there was a misunderstanding. Sorry. We shouldn't have sent you that little screenshot saying that we promise you another 475 if you stay diamond. I need all the proof.
I'm pretty sure they should be eating that and paying out the drivers.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.